So I have a spooky story for you, and this one takes us to New York City. There's a man who's there for a business trip, but he's got some friends who live in the city, so instead of staying at a hotel, he decides to stay with them. While he's there, there's one night where he's laying in bed upstairs. It's pretty late, and he's having a hard time getting to sleep. He's tossing and turning, and for whatever reason, he just can't get down. And as he's lying there, he notices that a car pulls up and that he can see the headlights through his bedroom window. They're bright. So he's wondering what's going on, and so he gets out of bed and decides to investigate. But as he looks out of the window, he looks down to see in the driveway a hearse, and this hearse is full of people. Now, as he's studying the hearse, he notices that there's somebody standing beside the vehicle, and it's a man. And somehow he can hear this man from upstairs, and the man says, "Would you like to get in? There's room for one more." So the guy closes his window because he's freaked out, rightfully so, and he gets back into bed. The next day, he's headed to a business meeting in New York, and the building that he goes to is one that's got millions of floors on it, it seems. And so he ends up going to the elevator, and when he presses the button, he waits for the doors to open. But when he does, there's an elevator full of people. And he's wondering if he should get in or not, or if he should just wait until the next one. But he hears a voice, and the voice sounds familiar. And it goes, "Would you like to get in? There's room for one more." So the guy gets freaked out, realizing that this is the same exact voice from the guy last night who was in his driveway driving the hearse. So he waved the elevator off, and as it was ascending, this was one of those elevators where the dots were on top telling you what floor it was going to. All of a sudden, you could just hear these screams coming from inside the elevator shaft. The cable that was bringing the elevator to the top had snapped, and it was plummeting, and every single person in that elevator passed away. Now, I don't know if you would call this burnt toast theory. I don't think that's the case here. But what are the odds that this guy who was staying at his friend's random apartment in New York City would eventually end up being at the same building with the same guy he saw in his friend's driveway? So if you enjoyed this story, I got it from a place called zeldadungeon.net or something like that. So I cannot take credit for this story. It belongs to somebody else. However, the submitter who made the story was not listed. But I want to know what you guys are thinking of this story. What do you think happened to the guy? Do you think this was just a sheer coincidence? Drop your thoughts below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.